recipes can be written in three basic formats. The first one is the standard format, and this is what we are going to focus on in this presentation. Then the second format can be where the ingredients and directions are written together. And the third format would be that the recipe is written in a narrative form. The standard format of writing a recipe has these four key items in it. The first one is title. Write the title in bold so that whoever reads your recipe is very clear about what your recipe is going to be about. Number two, list the utensils that the person will need to prepare the dish. Write the utensils and other equipment that will be used for cooking. Number three, ingredients. Write all the ingredients along with the recommended quantity. And finally, write the steps. Enumerate the steps of cooking. Also mention the cautions when you are listing the steps. Important tips. Language. Keep the language simple so that your readers understand what you're saying. The tense that you will be using in the recipe would be present indefinite tense. You will use imperatives. Sequence. Use numbers or sequence markers to organize. Sequence markers are first, next, then, later. Cautions. Embed cautions with the instructions. The structure that you will be using to write the recipe would be mainly VOA, that is verb, object, and adjuncts. For example, whip the eggs in a bowl. Whip. Whip is the verb, the eggs is the object, and in a bowl is an adjunct. Then verbs. Action verbs are in imperative forms. This is what you have to focus on, that they should be in the imperative form. For example, stir, remove, whisk. And you can see that the first form of the verb is used in instructions. Articles. Articles are usually omitted. For example, remove from the heat. So usually you would say remove from the heat, but in recipes you will not use the. Remove from heat. Adjuncts. Adjunct indicates the circumstances. For example, into the shell with a whisk for 5 minutes. Clauses. Non-finite clauses indicate reason or purpose. Non-finite means the clauses that have nothing to do with the tense. For example, to dissolve the sugar, to break the yolks. These two phrases give us the reason or the purpose of doing an action. Let's look at an example. You can see that all the ingredients have been listed on the top, and we have the title, chocolate chip muffins. And then the steps. Mix dry ingredients and add chocolate chips. Combine egg, milk and butter and stir into the flour mixture. Do not overmix. This is a caution. Number 3, bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. That's all for today. Here on the screen you can see the references. Jazakallah.